Hi everyone, welcome back to another quick little chat with me here at Switch Studios. Right, what we're going to look at today is energy. So getting you more energised, stopping that feeling of fatigue, them kind of low feelings, and ways in which we can do it without spending a penny, without having to buy any supplements, without having to get any medication, by just getting up, turning on your switch, turning on your switch plan and doing something. And the main premise of it is exercise and movement. Your body, and this sounds ridiculous, that when your body's tired, if you get it to move, and you get it to move in a certain way, and I'm going to come on to that, the best ways in which for us to move, you create energy. So your body actually becomes to feel energized. So that straight away leads into an instant form of energy. Yeah, when you finish exercise, if it's particularly vigorous, for that instantaneous feeling, you feel tired. You've just exercised, of course you are. But within around 30 to 45 minutes, your body starts replenishing itself. You've basically made your body more excited. So you've excited it on a cellular level, on an atomic level. So right down to the atoms that are within your body, they begin to vibrate and they begin to move much more frequently. They begin to interact more frequently. That's the genesis of energy. That's how we create energy. So movement, and a certain type of movement, getting out of breath, improving that circulation, lifts that, instantaneous energy. Now, the other great thing that exercise does, it has a cumulative effect on energy. So unlike something that's a stimulant like caffeine, you drink caffeine, you have a false energy. And if you look over some of my caffeine blogs, I'll explain how caffeine actually doesn't create energy. But you get that feeling of energy, you get that high, you get that kind of wired feeling. It's instantaneous, but it's not cumulative. If you have a coffee every day that week, you don't every day that week suddenly build energy and get fitter from it. That just doesn't happen. It only gives you instantaneous energy. That's it. Exercise doesn't. Exercise is cumulative. So if I exercise for 5, 6, 7 days on a run, even if I'm not doing massively intense exercise and I'm not making it any progressive, just the fact I'm getting up and moving, by the 6th, 7th, 8th day, I will feel less tired throughout the day. It's had that build-up effect. So as well as getting that instant fix, that instant injection of energy, I actually begin to build it up within the body that I'm using all day long. So that's one of the really important things to hold on to, that as well as that instant burst, you can build up an energy within your body. You know it because if you've ever done any sort of stints of exercise within your life, you know how great you feel. Within 5, 6, 7 days, a couple of weeks, you're telling everyone. You're telling everyone you're sleeping better. You're telling everyone you feel more energized, you're sounding brighter, you're sounding more energized, and that's predominantly from the movement and the exercise that you're doing. So we already know that happens. We already know it because if you haven't experienced that before, you've definitely got a really annoying mate who has loved nothing more than to come up to you and tell you how amazing they feel, how energized they feel, how brilliant they're doing at work, how focused they are at work, or how great they are with the kids, which has probably wanted you to punch them in the face, and in some cases, quite rightly, because some people love shoving things in your face, but you still know that this exists. They got that way because they're going to exercise, because they're moving, because they're feeling more motivated. So it works, it's a fact. Now, the best ways in which we can get that instantaneous build-up are by doing multidirectional, multifunctional exercises. So let's explain that. So multidirectional, so we need to do things that have lots of movement within them. So running's great, and running outside is particularly great, something that I get lots of people to do because it's getting you back to nature and it's getting you away from your stresses and it lifts energy. But better than running is doing something that your body's moving in different ways. Or if you are running, mix it up a bit, run upstairs, do some things where you're doing side steps, just change your range of direction a little bit. If you want to do something that's really specific to boosting morale and boosting happiness and boosting energy, then you do this multidirectional exercise. So just moving in different ways. That's why dance is brilliant. That's why dance classes and street dance classes and all those sort of things, they're always linked to improving people's happiness, improving people's relationship, improving people's energy, because the body's moved in lots of different ways. When you challenge the body in lots of different ways, those vibrations that I spoke about, that excitement within the body, begins to work more. You vibrate more, your atoms begin to spin more, so you create that energy within your body even more. Even if it's not as intense, it doesn't need to be as intense, it just needs to be lots of different movement patterns. The other thing which I mentioned was multifunctional. So things, like we said, not using one type of exercise. And that's what, again, Switch is great for. We could have quite easily set up a load of fat burning exercises. I could be sat here now going, you want to get fit? Do the fat burning program. You want to lose weight? Do the fat burning program. You want to get healthy? Do the fat burning program. You want to get happy? Do the fat burning program. But we didn't, because that's not how it works. That's not how life works. There's not one form of exercise and one sole plan that should be done by everyone. The importance is variety. The spice of life, variety is the spice of life. That's a fact, and that's true with exercise. So if you are only joining in on our 4 minutes of fitness or our quick hit or our total body transformation, you're losing a bit of the point of it. We've put all this variety on, not just because we want to capture loads of people to join us here at Switch. We do want that. We want to build a massive, helpful, associated community, but we want you to get the most out of lots of different forms of activity and exercise. So if you are only concentrating on one form of exercise, stop this week, mix up your exercise a little bit. You know what? Go and do some dance. Go and do some Pilates. Go and do some yoga. If you're only doing those exercises, stop them for a bit. You're not going to lose your zen by running and jumping up and down. Join Quick Hit. Join our 4 minutes of fitness. Get into those plans as well. Because changing up your plan, giving your body something to think about, something to do, stimulates it in a little bit of a different way. And that's directly linked to increasing that energy instantly, but also increasing it cumulatively. And also, added to that, increases your happiness, your mental focus, and your motivation. So there are all ways in which we can get you to become a healthier, happier person. So get off this now, change around your Switch plan this week, get as much variety as you can, keep moving because you're going to get energized.